Did you see Levy Rozman on his chess stream absolutely destroy the entire wealth management and financial advising industry? I didn't see it. I like Levy. I didn't see this. I'm going to give my take on this. And I know that there are financial advisors and wealth managers in the audience, and this may alienate some of them, but I'm going to say it anyway. Okay. What are my credentials in this field? I have a master's degree in business administration with a focus on financial advising. I interned at a wealth management firm, and I have interviewed numerous financial advisors for myself. So that take it or leave it. Okay. I'm just giving you my credentials, be they pathetic or not, or whatever. Okay, fine. I believe that 99% of what financial advisors and wealth managers do for people, you can learn in a month. Okay. And here's the thing. The world, I have friends who are financial advisors and wealth managers. Okay, guys, the beautiful people. There's lots of industries that we don't really need. I have lots of friends that are realtors. 90% of what realtors do could be replaced by just working with a lawyer a little bit earlier and changing some systems around. But today's not about realtors. It's about financial advisors and wealth managers. Okay. Here's the reality. Financial advisors and wealth managers make money by convincing you that it's really difficult to manage this stuff for yourself. And oftentimes, it's just not. For people of average intelligence, if you spend a month simply learning about basic tax strategy, understanding what types of investments are tax advantaged, the difference between a Roth IRA and regular, all this different, and then you simply understand the way to win in the long term is not by picking individual stocks. It's not by picking individual stocks. The way you win in the long term is you reduce the costs of your investment. You can use firms like Betterment, Vanguard, and others, where sometimes all you pay is 5 measly basis points per year. Okay. You eliminate any emotionality simply by coming up with an asset allocation plan. Here's a really simple one. This is not advice, but here's something. Yeah, people are saying you can learn this in a week, not a month. One way that people do it is you take your age and you subtract it from 120. That's the percentage of your assets you put in stocks. Okay. So if you're 35, 120 minus 35 is 85. You put 85% in stocks, you put 15% in bonds. Lowest possible cost. You say, well, what stock fund? The widest possible. Total US. All right. You want to get complicated? You take your stocks and you do 70% US, 30% international. Then you do the rest in bonds. Okay. Each year, you drop the stocks by 1% as you get a year older, and then you rebalance back to this. That's it, guys. That's it. And the way that financial advisors and wealth management make money, in part, is by convincing you that you can do way better if you pay them a 1 or 2% a year fee, that you need complicated instruments. Now, you want to pick some stocks? Fine. I've got 6 to 8% in individual stocks. I've talked about what that portfolio is. Consider it speculative. Consider it speculative. You want to diversify into crypto? 3 to 5% in crypto. Great. Okay. I do think that Jack Bogle, and if you go beyond that, even go to Benjamin Graham's writing from 1920, this stuff really is not as complicated as the industry wants you to believe. Now, there are real questions that I think financial advisors are valuable for. In my experience, tax attorneys are actually even more valuable. So I've gone to some of these folks and I go, good sirs, I have 5 specific questions. Let me pay you by the hour. I just did this last year. I had some specific questions about tax implications, about some multi-state questions that I had, about some of these different things. And I said, what do you charge by the hour? Oh, we charge whatever it was, right? $250 an hour. I want 2 hours of your time. Give me answers to these questions, right? I think that can be very valuable. But with a lot of this other stuff, it's really an industry that depends on people not informing themselves. Are there some cases where people's situations are really complicated? Sure. Yeah, maybe. I guess sure. But yeah, I don't know exactly what Levy said, but if Levy's perspective was similar. So here's like a question where let me give you an example. For a lot of people, here's like a question where you would want a financial advisor. I have a mortgage at 3.5%. The Trump, here's how much money is left on the mortgage. The Trump tax reform limited the state and local tax deductions, which includes mortgage interest and real estate taxes. Here's how much cash I have in a bond fund. Is it worth it for me to pay off the mortgage? That's a specific actionable question for which a lot of people would be well advised to hire someone to evaluate that question. Okay. But for the most part, really low cost, long-term, passive investing, come up with an asset allocation, do, the bogglehead or boglehead, three fund portfolio, etc. Very good. None of this is financial advice. Beautiful. Let's move on.